Success. That's what we're talking about on this video today. In terms of the 6 aspects or the 6 phases of our life, should we hit on the achievement of our goals within these 6 aspects or 6 phases of our life, being personal, familial, spiritual, professional, financial, and then relational. We hit on those 6 aspects or phases of our life in terms of achievement of goals, we would surely increase the probability of us achieving the outcomes and the success that we want, and also feeling successful in life. And not because I say so either. This is what life tells us all. That's what we're talking about on this video. Let's go. Six aspects or phases that if we achieve goals and hit our goals in this 6 aspects or 6 phases, we will surely be successful, right? First and foremost, let me start by saying this, that you, me, and we are the ones who define what it is that is our actual success. But let me pose to you this. The way it is that I approach life, leadership, and business, community work, anything that's competitive or playing in sports, or even all of my relationships, which are the most valued things to me, is that if I hit and now cite and have goals of joy, peace, happiness, fulfillment, and love, those 5 aspects, then reverse engineering and now plotting my life in terms of these 6 phases. The 6 phases again are personal, familial, spiritual, then occupational or professionally, then financial, because we need some cheddar, and then relational in terms of our network and relationships. We hit on those combined with the joy, peace, happiness, fulfillment, and love, and life becomes truly amazing, elevated. Not only in terms of our internal awareness and feeling of what is going on around us, this feeling of controlling what we can control, and then also the fulfillment that we want from feeling significance, from contributing to something, hitting our goals and the achievement of something. And we should write those down. So first and foremost, now it's semantics on how we rank it or what we call. You just heard me say it. Professional or occupational goals. You can word it how you like. And it really is up to you on how it is that you define success. And success is the achievement of our dreams, hopes, and aspirations, and or accomplishing our goals. That is the definition of success. For me, success, again, as I just alluded to, starts first and foremost with the joy, peace, happiness, fulfillment, and love. So then what are the actual targets that I cite within myself personally, then within my family, then what I'm trying to do in terms of my spiritual and soul growth? And you can rank them how you want. And then professionally, then financially, in terms of the cheddar and what's the target I'm trying to hit there. And then also what I'm trying to do in terms of my relationships and investing and planting seed of legacy of helping other people around me within my community, within the country, and the world. So first and foremost are these personal goals. For me, that starts with your health. Making sure that the certain numbers like blood pressure and heart rate and cholesterol levels, and as you get older for men, is making sure that you take your tests that are necessary for you as a woman or a male according to your gender, to make sure that you're physically fit and healthy. Because if you're not alive and you're not healthy, you decrease the probability in succeeding in anything, because you, me, and we won't be here very long. So watching our diet, exercising, getting enough sleep. Yeah, this whole grinder thing and grind until you succeed. And make sure you get some rest and rejuvenation and regeneration of your mind, body, and soul, so that you can really function and perform at a better level. And then also with that is this part of significance. Right? So health and significance are goals that I feel at the very least we need to be focused on and targeting in, so that we can hit the goals that we want. So what are the things of significance that matter to us? Which translates next into the next segment or phase or aspect of life, which I feel that is the most important, is really after me making sure that I'm alive to experience all this stuff, is really familial goals. And really, I use the calendar as the compass of my life to direct me in terms of my most important tasks, what I do seasonally, in terms of also prioritizing time. That's how I achieve work-life balance, is priority, not an equal 50-50 split in terms of my time, but making sure that I prioritize family time. When are the birthdays, holidays? What are we doing for the anniversary? What about the kids' birthdays? Are certain vacation times? When we plan that, everything else I can audible and shift and move if those stay concrete. Besides the fact that familial time is also just run by the calendar itself, by the seasons. You can do whatever it is that you want at any given time. I mean, the world as we know it today, in terms of the World Wide Web, we can be doing business all the time. But when it's Christmas, it's Christmas. Holidays are holidays. So make sure that, because the calendar will gravitationally pull the market and our ability to really succeed in what we're trying to professionally and everything else, start with family. Plot that down so you can have a well thought out planned time to maximize the family time. Next is spiritual. Really having a faith that you understand and have a filter to really look at the world and comprehend and put meaning and significance and priority into how you, me, and we approach the world. And then really take time to feed your spirit and your mind, both with learning, because life is always teaching, so you better be ready to learn. And then also, what are the overall grand picture that puts everything else into perspective? In terms of your creator or the universe, whatever it is that you believe is what now sets everything up to make and have meaning in your life and significance that comes through a spiritual approach, which starts from the inside out. Now, next is this professional goals, right? And professional goals are really all about hitting goals. So the success in that is hitting goals, reverse engineering from a big goal of like writing a book, which I've done, starting a nonprofit, which I have done, become a Hollywood radio show host, which I've done, or be a speaker in 29 different industries in America, or coach, or so what are those goals? I wrote these things down, and then really my goals expanded to be bigger than what I thought. By writing down, trying to be the best speaker that I can be professionally. So these are my professional goals that now led into now being a one-on-one success coach. That now led, not because I had the goal and I had that target, that I wanted to be a success coach for national brands. I didn't really want any of that stuff. I didn't want to be a one-on-one success coach. But it happened because I had one goal professionally of trying to become the best speaker that I can be and master my craft. Therefore, these other opportunities came because I focused on that one goal. And we're talking about success. Next is terms of the financial goals. What are the financial goals that you have? The one thing I do believe is that, more money, more problems. But I also know no money, bigger problems. And the great thing about money and bank accounts, because it's not all about the money, but I also know growing up poor and on free lunch that there is nothing more suffocating than not having money. So really it goes, how do I survive? And then what is the breakdown according to my income that I save, tithe, invest back into the community? That is also passive income that now you invest and you don't do anything, but that money is making you money. And then you increase that as you go and move forward. Now your money is now making money for you while you sleep. So having some type of goal like that really does attribute to our overall success. And then lastly is relational. You hear me say this all the time, and I will continue to, because relationships are very important, vital. In fact, in terms of the V formation, we can go farther, more effectively, more efficiently together than we ever can by ourselves or in smaller groups. So what is this network of 25 or more people it is that are in your network that help you in terms of your personal goals? that help you in terms of, and it becomes a synergy where there's iron that sharpens iron in terms of your familial goals should be your spouse and your kids, right? So what are those relational opportunities within your community that grows your professional and business opportunities, that grows your impact and by helping others, showing people that you care, and that the more people it is that you help, the more people it is that's going to come out of the woodworks that you didn't even help come and help you. That's the way this thing called life works. And that because there's money in the transaction, but the wealth is in the relationships. So that is just some content and some of the things it is that I have experienced in terms of focusing on these goals for now. What is your overall success? The achievement of your goals, dreams, hopes, and aspirations, and the production and hitting your goals within these aspects of personal, then familial, spiritual, professional, also financial, and then relational. Now you can call it what you want. Like other guys that are giants in my industry have at least 8 phases or 9. I just have 6, and I have a couple major aspects of life that's needed to double up in some of these aspects. Now that's just semantics. Name it what you want. Make sure you know what that is internally, and then cite it, put that target down, and go out there and achieve your joy, peace, happiness, fulfillment, and love, along with the success and the achievement of goals that can come with. If you like this video, please smash that like button, comment below, tag friends and family that would really enjoy and gain value from this type of content. And then also please subscribe. I thank you so much for joining me on this video. Join me all the time as we're always talking about how to work to be your best and live your best life, as well as one love and mad respect to you always. And you go out there, live your dream. Because it is better to shoot too high and miss, still hitting great heights, versus shooting too low and hit. And work to be your best and live your best life. It is your boy, Coach V. Peace.